Okay, so here's the video. The video is something I shot. It's not. Some of it's funny, some of it's not. I'm just trying to be real, and that's hopefully what people like. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do just fucking stupid yah-yah humor comedy. And that's kind of the stuff I do at the Marshmallow Show, and I do it at Stand Up Scottsdale. All the headliners I have there this week, and Moshe Kasher's there, and he's fucking amazing. And I will listen to his podcast, The Champs, today, and it was fucking just really eye-opening to hear. It was just unbelievable interview they did with Baron Davis, and I want to finally do this podcast, which is Planet Beard. Greetings from Planet Beard, which is just, you know, my ramblings that I talk about, but hopefully some people like it. If any, hey, 20 people like it, that's enough for me. I don't care. So this is the first video I did, and it's in the background you can hear one of my favorite songs, Counting Crows. Round Here is a live version from August and Everything After at Town Hall, and it's just, I listen to Counting Crows all the time. It just like relaxes me, and this song like means a lot to me, and it's cool that like it's playing in the background. And because I actually started trying to be funny. I was trying to remember a joke that I did at the pool, and then I got into some pretty serious stuff, so I hope you like it. Alright, so, oh fuck, I don't have enough juice on this thing yet. Oh fuck, I gotta do that before Sap gets here. Shit. So, this is, fuck. Okay, so this is the joke. I just did the joke about Mira, and, oh fuck, he's coming too. I just did the joke about Mira, and, riding bikes to a movie. That's what I just did on Facebook. And then to a screenshot of that. And then listen to Counting Crows like I always do. So I went to the pool and I wrote this joke. Oh fuck, come on Mike. Remember it. What was it about? Oh, come on Mike. I want to do shit. What is it? Come on, get it out of there. The fuck is it? Shit. That's good, Mike. Yeah, the camera's not doing good. Well, that's good that it didn't break on that. So, fuck. It's, the fuck is it? The fuck is it, Mike? Come on. I start with WNBA. I go into Mira. Oh, then I was honest with her. I was honest with her about stuff. You know what I mean? The parents, have you had that talk yet? Oh, we did it in the car, because that's where all important conversations go on in my family. We just look straight ahead, and she just goes, she didn't say anything. So yesterday we talked about drugs. We talked about drugs, and she kind of let me know that she thought marijuana was fine, but alcohol should be illegal. And I was like, oh Jesus. Okay. So I better have a real talk with her. So yesterday we had a talk, and I just admitted to her that I smoke marijuana, and that I have a medical marijuana card, because I don't want to get arrested, and I think it should be illegal, and but I'm not going to get arrested, and I want to be able to talk to girls, and I also, because I do have a bad back, and I also want to be able to talk to girls. And I told my friend, I told Moshe, you're going to love Moshe, I told him this earlier, and everybody that doesn't have kids is like, what did she say? No, she didn't do anything, she just sat there like this. That's all she does. She's a teenager. Teenagers don't talk to their parents. And you can be the coolest parent ever, it's not going to matter. Like, I was opening up, I was like, look at me, I'm baring my soul to you, this 13-year-old girl, like I do with every fucking relationship. And she just took it like, yeah, fucking this guy's crazy. Like, she literally looked at me like every girl I've ever dated has looked at me at some point. Like, this guy's nuts. And, but, because my daughter's my daughter, she also had to look like, I just won a lot of money. I can't believe I just won this bet. Like it literally had to look like I've got the crazy parent. Like I've got the crazy parent. Like I've got the craziest parent. Like, I'm going to have the best stories to tell my friends. It's like she knew. Like, she almost like she, like there was a wager, like, hey, which one do you has a crazy parent? My daughter's like, I'm going to put good money in. Or which one do you think your parents smoke weed? And I bet my daughter's like, I bet my dad does. I bet my dad does. They probably have a pool every year. Like, who's going to finally admit, who's the first parent to admit that they smoke weed? And I bet it would win my daughter a lot of money. I feel good about that. Did I do the right thing? I don't know. But I also know that my daughter had this slight little look in her eye. Okay, so I added the part about the girlfriend, or the girlfriend. She gave me a look that's like every other girlfriend's ever given me. It usually takes them about 4 months, or 4 years. It usually takes 4 years or 4 months. Some of them see it right away. And some of them go like, ooh, that's going to be a wild ride. And I don't hide it anymore. That's the thing. I'm not going to hide it anymore. So I was not myself for 20 years in relationships, and I'm like, I'm not hiding it anymore. I don't care. If you can't handle this, you can't handle it. I ain't going to waste more time. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not to be in a relationship. I'm fine with who I am. I'm completely fucking fine. I'm a great dad. My mom never told me the truth about anything. But she's a great mom. She just didn't know any better. Because, like, she grew up in an orphanage for 10 years. In the Great Depression. She was in an orphanage until she was 10 years old in the Great Depression. Like, the worst possible time to be in an orphanage. My mom was in there. And it's just... And then when she got out, the only reason she got out was that this lady wanted someone to help answer phones, and then her husband dies when her husband dies when, you know, she got 2 little boys. And she just, you know, she did the best. She did the best she could. That's just it. She just did the best she could. She didn't know. She just wanted to stay home, she told me, over Mother's Day weekend. And that was like the last thing I did with that ex-girlfriend of mine. Said she wanted to go back there for her birthday. A fucking horrible woman. Her kid didn't even want to be around her kids for her birthday. But I'd never been more awake in my life and okay with being who I am. And I had a talk with my mom about my dad dying, and I just bawled my eyes out. I got it on video of all things. I got just crying to my mom, who my mom hasn't talked about my dad dying my whole life. I didn't know anything about my dad. And it's just, something that's haunted me my whole life, and it's just, I feel like I finally got over it. And if I hadn't gone there that weekend, I still wouldn't be over it. And I mean, I'm crying now, but I used to cry even just mentioning my dad's name. I would start bawling. I remember just laying in bed and thinking about him and just be crying. And I never talked to anybody about it. My mom was like, it's just something he didn't do. And my brother and I didn't even talk about it. It was just this fucking weight on my whole life. And he died at 43, and I just turned 44. And it was just this enormous thing in my life that I always thought I'd die at 43. And I haven't. I guess I should start doing shit. I think it's time to start living my life. And the good news is that there's not been any person in my life that I've lost that was good for me. None of them were good for me. And I guess part of me always knew because I've never been married. I've never been married. I could have easily. I mean, I've asked tons of women to marry me, but I've never bought a ring. I've never. And I think that's why the ones that have dated me for 4 years refuse to talk to me. They fucking hate me because I said I'll marry you, and I just never. I never followed through with it because I always knew they weren't for me. There's been plenty of fish dating profile. Yeah. Counting crows is playing in the background. Probably can't even hear me. It's probably shit. It's just a shot of my gut the whole time. Alright, well, that was that. We'll see if that worked. Sorry. Wow, it's like the old Springsteen cover. Or Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers. Did you like that? Oh, that was good.